Hi, my name is Tim. This is Clarice.
Hello.
And today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. We're going to be looking at 3 different movies and TV shows. We're going to be looking at different scenes from these, and we're going to be looking at their VFX breakdowns.
Ooh, and that is a huge thanks to Dexterstudios for sponsoring this video. Dexterstudios is actually an all-in-one content company equipped for the entire content production process. From the planning and developmental stage to the production, all the way to the VFX. And you guys can check out more information about them by clicking the link in the description below or the pinned comment that we have in the comments.
Today we're going to be looking at 3 different projects that Dexterstudios has worked on, did the VFX, and so much more. Parasite, YuYu Hakusho, and Jung-E.
With all these projects, Dexterstudios really does everything from digital color grading and digital imaging technician services, as well as the entire process of sound design and mixing. Dexterstudios is a leading Asian visual effects company covering all things post-production. And now, let's see why.
So let's start with Jung-E, a movie that we just finished watching, a South Korean sci-fi movie set in a post-apocalyptic near future. A researcher at a AI lab leads the effort to end a 40-year civil war by cloning the brain of a heroic soldier. Kinda getting some Terminator vibes with this.
Yeah, totally. I mean, it's man versus machine. Let's go.
Yo, those robots are so agile.
Nice.
Oh,
ooh, that's nice. That is nice.
Oh, so badass.
Mm-hmm.
Especially to go like hand to hand with these robots.
Oh, for sure. Oh my god.
And how we got
how do
whatever
you,
misses.
like, literally, how do you win? Well done. Now get out of there. Oh, that's not fair.
What do you even do against that?
That's literally... It's not. It's not fair. How do you win? I'm Dogman Menace. Ooh. It looked like almost like a little doll. She got distracted slightly.
And then you
dang!
missing 2 of her fingers, yeah.
She's one too! What the fuck?
And look at that.
Oh my
Look at
gosh,
how great that
it's
looks.
so good. Gosh, it's so good.
And so unsettling. But we actually had
Oh yeah, it's super
bullets.
unsettling.
They like actually shot the robot.
Dang.
As you can see, the movie starts right into the action. Only when she loses, we realize that it's all a simulation. And man, that's a hell of a simulation right there. The VFX in that sequence is so good. The robots in this film have so many moving parts, and the mechanics are so complex, and it's so well done.
Exactly. And for a movie that is jam-packed with so many visual effects shot, my god, like, it is so consistent. And it can be hard for films to just properly render that many VFX shots, but Jung-E does it. And from the immense action sequences, the incredible interior design, and the character design, the work that Dexterstudios has done here, guys, it's really amazing. And I know that you really like the robot dog.
Yes, when that giant robot dog is just shot at with a missile right there, and it just extinguishes itself like nothing ever happened. I was just like, oh my god.
Literally,
there's no way to beat them.
How do you
There's
win?
no way.
Which is a great concept for a story, but it's also a terrifying concept because this world is not that far from ours. I like that Jung-E really takes the concepts of how AI has been evolving recently, especially with robotics, in our time, and it just kind of explores what these things could mean for humanity in a distant or not too distant future.
That's scary.
Yeah, it is. It is.
So let's check out some behind the scenes from Dexterstudios. All of that
Wow. Oh, that's good. Man, it's so good.
background. Look at how photorealistic
It
it
is.
looks.
It's incredible.
It's a little bit too good, you know?
I mean, yeah, for real. Like, it's terrifyingly good.
Imagine a whole robot factory just like that.
Oh my gosh.
Now, something that's really cool is that they studied a number of references to make Jung-Ee's expressions just really similar to the actress Kim Hyun-yo.
Oh, nice. And that really shows, I think it's so great. It's insane to just look at it and the breakdowns because you just see like it's just green screen. It's green screen, it's blue screen, it's green heads, and all of that is just digital renders, which is insane. There's just all of that little digital enhancement that's in there that looks so good. And it just goes back to that attention to detail when it comes to the design of these androids. These androids are so good. They're so realistic, which is insane. But on top of all of that emotional stuff that we get in this good narrative of a movie, we do get some pretty awesome action sequences, and I think we're about to break those down too.
Let's check it out. All of that environment created here.
Man, it just looks
human.
so good.
And of course, you know, we got a little
We
bit of
get some
action.
pretty nice action sequences.
I love how all of the background is created, but apart from that, like this whole train or this whole bus right here is real.
Dang.
Yo, that robot is just
for real. There's
absolutely monstrous.
Oh
like,
my gosh.
What can you actually do against
literally.
it?
It's also giving iRobot vibes. Have y'all seen iRobot? It's the vibes. It really is crazy to think that all of this is just animated. This is just a giant CG render. It's a great render too. It's stylized in the right way. And truly, like in this whole movies, a lot of the shots that they get here, they're really beautiful.
If robots moved like that in real life, God, it would be scary.
Oh my God, I'd be terrified.
You know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, at some point it will. I just don't want to be here when that happens.
I know, you got robots and nature.
Exactly, I think it's beautiful. It's so good. The light just capturing her face, her eyes, how photorealistic they are.
Just the attention to detail, or especially on a close-up like that,
Yeah.
when you've got all of the traits of a robot, it does kind of look human. It really does look humanoid.
It's got a bit of that humanity, but you know that that's also coming from the performance of the actors. But it's such a merit to the digital artist being able to digitally recreate that on top of it, which is great.
Definitely recommend this movie, so check it out right there. And yeah, let's hop into the next movie, Parasite. One of my favorite releases from 2019. First time I saw this movie, absolutely blew my mind right there. Compared to the two other projects that we're going to be talking about today, you might think that there's not really any CG shots in this, but you'd be surprised. Considerable parts of the main background were actually produced with visual effects technology by Dexterstudios, as you'll see right here. See how seamless that is?
Yeah.
That whole section, whole back section.
It's crazy when you realize that it's mostly just like set extensions. It's able to just kind of control the environment, but in a way that the audience isn't going to notice. The point of this CG
is to be seamless.
Is to be seamless, exactly.
And now they just added them later, so that whole scene is real, but the people are not.
Exactly, which is wild.
That whole scene of them in the street right there with the buckets trying to get the water out of her house, just seeing the Kim family struggle right there. When the Park family is just in her mansion.
Yeah,
just chilling
literally,
right there.
they're just chilling.
All right. And then we see that the mansion isn't completely real.
Exactly. So take that, Park family. Let's see this. Not so real house.
Whole top layer. The whole thing.
They ain't got a top floor. You know, it's so wild that you wouldn't think that all of this went into recreating the house digitally.
A whole section of the house is not there.
No,
There, right?
exactly. But I think it's such a great testament, again, to people over at Dexterstudios, where you have the practicality of shooting on location, but then you also have the beauty of digitally expanding off of that. And when you can seamlessly put it together so that it's virtually invisible, because your audience really shouldn't notice it.
It's not supposed to notice it, but most of the trees in Park's garden were actually VFX assets, as we see right here. Just we're creating
which
digitally.
is wild.
That's
and then
it.
they just added that to the park's landscape in their backyard.
Just completely expanding on the background, but not just that, the entire home was digitally recreated, as you see right here.
Wow.
We have both scenes.
It's crazy.
Yep, in the bunker when they discover, wait, there's a whole lot.
Yeah, literally. There's a whole ass bottom floor under the bottom floor.
We are going layers and layers right here. Again, expanding on the background. That whole scene there, there's like nothing.
Yeah.
There's nothing in the backyard, which is just insane.
Man. Wow.
That whole street right there.
So yeah, well done, Dexterstudios.
Just so good, especially there with the music, just feeling it
totally.
so intense. And just going back a little bit right here in the show reel, we had a VR preview that we see right here. It was created for continuous shots and for just detailed camera angles. It's really cool just being able to see in real time just VFX mixed with the live action.
Things like previs really can help an actor when they know that they're going to be working primarily in kind of blue screen based environments. And that's so difficult because you're just in a room. Like, you're just in a room with blue walls. Like, it's so like, yes, your imagination can run wild, but when you can have things like that, that structure just kind of helps expand your imagination, which is great.
Yeah, and some of the best CGI in films, just like this one over here, is really invisible CGI. Yeah. You're not supposed to see it. Talking of invisible CGI, I did not even realize.
Yeah.
This would have been blue
like,
green
you
screen.
wouldn't think. You wouldn't think. I mean, it makes sense.
Yes.
That's what they've done with cars
forever. But when it's just so good, especially with the rain and all of that stuff.
Especially with the rain. The rain was a very good choice.
You just don't.
No.
And then we have this scene.
Oh my gosh.
With his face.
Of course he's not having a good day. The man just lost practically everything except his family.
Yeah, no.
But at the end of the day, that is the point of the story.
Yeah, honestly, this movie is a really great movie about class divide, just about the classes.
Yes, exactly. And it's so great how we have the Kims to really represent how that lower class literally lives lower than the upper class. And it's, you have the manifestation of the Park family on the house on a hill. They're literally higher. They get to completely be unharmed, unaffected by the god-awful rain that just destroyed the Kim family's whole livelihood. And then you got the friggin' Park mom just like, oh, it's such a blessing. The sky's so blue. Let's have a party. And just how much detachment that the upper class has from the things that affect the lower class.
I remember when this movie first came out, there were memes everywhere about
this.
This particular scene with him right there driving, just being done with everything. Like, mood, yes.
I mean, for sure. How could you not be in this situation?
Oh my God. And then we had the Gal Gadot situation, the little Imagine. You'll probably all remember that beginning of COVID. Just all of us, the celebrities, just how out of touch these people are with, the common people.
Oh, yeah, totally.
At the top compared to the literal bottom. I think it perfectly explained it in this movie over here. Just such a great film.
Yes, absolutely. If you haven't seen Parasite, go check it out.
Definitely check it out. But last but not least, Dexterstudios also participated as the main Korean studio for YuYu Hakusho, one of Netflix's latest series. I know a little bit about this, and I know that you really don't know anything about it.
Yeah, I don't. So let's check it out.
Got an accident over here. At least seems like it.
ECG analysis. Monitor VF. Yes, sir.
Oh gosh.
Get him in the ambulance. Position, sir. 1, 2, 3.
I don't think they can see him.
What the hell is going on?
Listen to me, I said hold on! Hey, listen!
Watch the door.
Yep.
You heard it? Where it is? There it is.
I
That was
called
him.
it.
That
I
was
said I
him.
don't think they can see him.
But VFX were so
Yeah,
well done.
no, that was
Just
seamless.
having
That
it
was
right
smooth.
there, yeah. That was him right there. And now, of course, we got a little flashback.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, appearances can be deceiving.
I was
I
like, he's got to be a ghost.
understand. I'm not bringing you to hell or anywhere for that matter. Your death was not anticipated by the spirit world. Nobody
It was
could
an
have
accident.
Ever imagined a hoodlum like you would have sacrificed himself in order to save a child.
Oh, wow.
He's like, first we have to get you to the spirit world. Don't
Spirit
worry,
world.
God's pleased
Time
with
for a little
everything.
transition here. A little
Oh,
VFX.
yeah, I'm
transition.
interested to see what that looks like.
What is this?
The spirit world is on a higher plane than the third dimension. Just think of it as a mysterious world.
Oh, wow, that water reflection is also
Looks
really
so
pretty.
good. Just the mysterious
Very nice.
atmosphere that they created with the purple sky and the lights. Just
Yeah.
the candles.
Oh,
just make
that's
it so
great.
Beautiful
That's a
right here.
beautiful render. I'm like, what in the tangle?
Yeah, honestly, just all of these lights over here just make it look so beautiful. Around the boat, how weird of a texture it seems
Yeah,
like.
exactly.
It's,
It's
not natural water.
interesting because I think that's purposeful. It looks purposeful.
Enma, of course.
To really show it's another dimension, but
Exactly.
it's not just Earth, right?
Yeah.
Enma? How about that?
So in this scene, Yusuke and Butan, the two main characters, just go to the post-life world to meet Yama right there. Just the entire world, the world building. It's just crazy. Just with this aerial shot over here, the aerial shot of the palette, it was so VFX heavy. Just imagine
Yeah, I
doing
believe
this.
it. It looks like it.
Just all of the lights that we get. All of that really does seem like the Tangle world, like you
No,
were mentioning.
totally. It looks like the Tangled Kingdom with the lanterns and the coloring palette. Purple and gold are a very good combination.
It just fits really well.
Interesting.
Yo, look at
That's
that.
fun.
Wanna play? Thanks.
And you see all of a person's life.
Yeah, wow.
Here you go.
It's like the scroll of life instead of the book of life.
I mean, yes.
Thank you so much. Thanks so much. Thank you very much.
Yeah, it looks like he's helping a lot of people.
Yeah, so in this scene, he's actually scrolling through people's life right there and determining their fate
Oh.
between heaven and hell.
Oh, wow. So
Yeah.
it's kind of taking a little bit of that, like, kind of biblical story we've been told before, but also kind of twisting it a little bit. So
Yeah.
that's interesting.
Yeah, exactly. And in this scene, it was critical for Dexterstudios to just sync the animation of the scroll,
Oh,
having all
yeah.
that done with the footage.
Yeah.
So doing that right there while it's flowing like it's moving can seem simple, or you don't really think about it.
Yeah, you don't think
at
about it
all.
because it's quite
Yeah,
smooth.
but
It's a
having
smooth transition,
everything move
but
and all that,
yeah,
definitely something
that definitely had to be a lot.
complex. Yeah. Let's see what he does here.
Thank you. Thanks so much. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Okay, goes to heaven.
okay.
Hi there.
I'm almost done. Give me a minute.
That's it, a whole person's life.
What's he doing?
Seems a little bit more violent.
He's dividing the souls of the dead between heaven and hell.
Bruh.
Wow, the process sure is different from what I've heard.
The process has changed a lot.
Wow.
See, over the years, we've worked hard to increase efficiency in how we work.
I mean, you see, you gotta evolve with the
They
times.
got evolved with the time.
God.
God.
Does that mean his soul's going to hell?
Yeah, pretty much. That's exactly what it means.
As you can see, I'm so busy I could die. So I'll cut to the chase.
Ha ha ha, very funny coming from him.
Listen up, Yusuke Urameshi.
Why is he here?
I'm resurrecting you.
Oh.
In exchange, you'll work as a spirit detective.
I brought you here to give you a job opportunity.
Pretty much. I mean, it's better than death.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah,
Ugh.
look at that.
That was solid, though. That was a solid fluid simulation.
Just all of the magical elements in
Yeah.
this that I've seen so far just all look really great right
yes,
here.
they really do.
This is the story of Yusuke, who died saving a little boy, so he really wasn't supposed to go.
Yeah, this kind of threw a wrench in their plans.
Yeah, exactly.
This
It wasn't
what was
supposed to
happen.
be in the book, so now he's going to be hired, I guess, to go back on Earth, resurrected, but actually serve the spirit world. So definitely a really interesting story. Dexter Studio participated as the main Korean studio for YuYu Hakusho right there. So everybody who worked on it really did a terrific job right there. Definitely a show that's going to be very VFX heavy right there.
Yeah, totally.
So if that sounds like your cup of tea, definitely check it out right there.
Yeah,
Thank you so
for
much to Dexter
sure.
Studios for
Absolutely.
sponsoring this video. You can find out more about them and what they're working on by checking the link in the description below.
Links in the description.
So check it out right there
Links
or
in the
the pinned
description.
comment. Thank you, Dexter Studios. Again, if y'all want to see more of this kind of video, let us know.
Yeah,
right
let us know.
there. So here
Check it out.
and here, you can check out Twitter videos as well. Check it out.